So imagine you buy a pocket multi-tool,
Okay.
and you buy it strictly for the pliers.
Yeah, just for that one specific job.
Exactly. But then, one day, you accidentally flip open this hidden compartment, and suddenly you discover, like, it has a life-saving saw.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a great way to think about it.
Right. And that is essentially what we're looking at today with GLP-1 drugs, like Ozempic and Wegovy.
Hmm.
So looking through the stack of clinical oncology papers you shared for this deep dive, our mission today is to explore their honestly shocking potential in fighting cancer.
Yeah, it's wild stuff. But before we really dive into the science, we should probably do a quick vital disclaimer.
Oh, right, definitely. Just a reminder to you listening, we are researchers and guides for this material. We are absolutely not medical doctors, so you must always consult your physician for any actual medical advice.
Exactly. We're just here to help you navigate this really fast-moving research, not prescribed treatments.
Right. So to see if this is, more than just internet hype, let's start with the sheer scale of the human data. Because one of the papers in our stack is this massive study from JMO.
Yeah, the Journal of the American Medical Association. And the scale of that study is just staggering. I mean, they looked at 1.6 million patients with type 2 diabetes.
Wait, 1.6 million?
A huge sample size. And the data showed that patients using GLP-1s had a significantly lower risk of developing, I think it was 10 out of 13 obesity-associated cancers.
Wow. Like which ones?
Things like pancreatic, liver, and colorectal cancer, especially when you compare them to patients just using traditional insulin.
It's not even just about preventing cancer.
Yeah.
It's about surviving it.
Yeah.
Because there's a UC San Diego study in here that completely blew my mind.
Oh, the colon cancer one?
Yeah. They tracked colon cancer patients and found that mortality was literally slashed by more than half for GLP-1 users.
That's right. It was a 15.5% mortality rate for users versus 37.1% for non-users.
I mean, that's the statistical difference between a patient, not making it and one being around to see their grandkids grow up.
It really is.
But wait, let me push back a little here.
Yeah.
Couldn't this just be the weight loss talking? Because we know obesity is a major cancer risk factor, right?
Sure, absolutely.
So if a patient drops 50 pounds, well, their cancer risk logically drops anyway. Are we actually sure the drug itself is fighting the tumors?
See, that is the million-dollar question. And answering it basically takes us right into the cellular biology. The research actually shows GLP-1s are acting independently of just the weight loss.
Really? How so?
Well, they lower body-wide inflammation and they fundamentally alter your immune metabolism.
Immune metabolism.
Yeah, basically they change the way your immune cells actually consume and use energy to fight off threats.
Okay, so if we look at colorectal cancer, the sources show these drugs actually interfere with this specific survival and growth pathway inside the cancer cells. It's called PI3K.
Exactly. They essentially cut off the fuel line, right? They're telling the cancer cell to just stop multiplying.
And then the mechanism in pancreatic cancer is even wilder, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's fascinating. So tumors often use these things called stromal cells, which are basically biological support structures, to build this really tough collagen shield around themselves.
Which makes them incredibly hard to treat, right?
Right. But the GLP-1s actually stop those stromal cells from building that shield in the first place.
Oh, wow. So it's basically a two-pronged attack. It's starving the tumor of its internal growth signals, while at the same time breaking down its external defensive armor.
That's exactly it. The drug restructures the whole tumor microenvironment, so it just no longer favors cancer progression.
That sounds like a miracle drug.
Well, looking at the broader picture in these papers, we really have to recognize this isn't some magical cure-all. I mean, there are real risks involved.
Right, like the FDA black box warning you see about thyroid cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
But the crucial context there, I think, is why that happened. Those warnings stem from early rodent studies. And rodents have a remarkably high concentration of GLP-1 receptors in their thyroids, much higher than humans do.
Right.
So the drugs basically overstimulated those specific cells in mice.
Precisely. And, when we look at the breast cancer data, the results are very mixed.
Mixed how?
Well, whether a GLP-1 helps or hurts seems to depend heavily on the specific type of breast cancer cell and what receptors it happens to have on its surface.
Ah, okay. Which kind of brings us to where the whole field is heading right now, which is precision medicine.
Yes. Instead of just a guessing game, doctors want to use genetic profiling to match the right patient to the right drug.
And they're already running clinical trials for that, like testing GLP-1s alongside traditional chemotherapy for rectal cancer.
Yeah, to see if stripping away that tumor armor actually boosts the chemo's effectiveness.
Makes total sense.
The science is just moving incredibly fast. And while we aren't doctors, understanding how deeply your metabolic and immune systems are intertwined, well, it really empowers you to follow this research as it develops.
Yeah, it totally changes how we view our body's baseline inflammation,
Absolutely.
which leaves us with a provocative thought to end on today. If flipping open this metabolic multi-tool shows us that GLP-1s can quietly hold back cancer by resetting how our immune cells use energy, well, what other hidden inflammatory diseases might these drugs be secretly fighting off inside us right now?